I normally don't say this, but you're going to want to have the bass up right away. Welcome to the show, Nerdvengers. Smash like. We will be in here really, really soon. Yo, Chet! Hey, Chet! Run it back! Uno más, Chet. Uno más. Wait, Chet, stop it. No, stop it. Apparently we're having too much fun. We're having too much fun for some people. The fun police have arrived. Sir, do you realize how much fun you were having? Yeah, officer, I do. Uh-oh, Chet's going! Go, Chet! Go, Chet! Okay, yes. I realize, yes. Guys, stay away. Relájate. Sí. Makes me want to do bad things. Okay, enough grab assing. God damn it! Let's get her started. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the show, welcome to the channel. Nerd Vengers, Broke Vengers, haters, creepers, mamas, papas fritas, whatever. What's up? Hope you guys are doing well. It's WandaVision Day. Well, kind of. It's WandaVision Day for me. In fact, I think to get the show started, we should do show notes. Thank you. Show notes, ladies and gentlemen. As per usual, After Dark will be taking place tonight. And I just have to say, if you haven't watched After Dark yet, you are pissing me off. You're upsetting me. So don't admit it. Hide it from me at all costs. But you should also check out the show. It's very good. And on top of that, a lot of very fancy, bizarre things are happening over on After Dark with the Nebula, with that universe, with the black and white stuff. It's very interesting. Again, I will hate you if you don't check it out. So go check out After Dark tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, early in the morning, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a Nerd Vengers member, come hang out with us. We will be doing the watch party. We'll be watching the newest episode of WandaVision. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. And then we will be going live on this channel Friday morning, 4 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but we will be doing it. So check that out. If you're one of those crazy people like us and you have to watch the show and then talk about it immediately, we will be servicing that need for you, the people. Other than that, usual scheduled programming. Saturday, noon o'clock, Nerd Vengers stream. Sunday, noon o'clock, Nerd Vengers Prime stream. A lot of exciting stuff to get into. And look, there's a ton of... some people were hitting me up on Twitter about Star Wars news. Look, you know, we said it before. I said what I said, and I meant it. No Star Wars, no cry. For real. Having said that, in all seriousness, I understand that I can't just be the selfish person that's like, yeah, Star Wars, I don't want to talk about it right now. So look, we will do some Star Wars content, okay? I'm trying to figure out this Feige Star Wars thing, because if you've been watching me on, you know, like for instance, the whole thing on Nerd Theory, I'm trying to figure out how to do this video, okay? I'm trying not to piss too many people off, okay? So I will be making some Star Wars content, but for now I am completely content to just talk about Marvel, man. It's Marvel all day for me right now. Yeah, so we're just going to stick with this, and it is what it is, but I did want to address it because I know people were asking me about it. Okay, so now for the topic of the day. How many of you have heard, let me know in the chat, and I just, you know, just out of curiosity would like to know, how many of you have heard of the story I am talking about right now? The rumor that Spider-Man 3 is filming right now, but that's not the only Spider-Man film that's filming right now. There's actually another one known as Spider-Man 4. How many have heard that rumor? Let me know in the chat. I want to check it out. I'm definitely going to be peeking at what you guys are saying about that because I'm curious. Have not heard this? I have heard the same. I saw. I have not heard. Nah, bro, I haven't. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. Okay. So it's relatively new. I believe it just came out, and we will go and sort of seek it out and do our due diligence, and I will do a video on it on the main channel once I have researched it a little bit more and really went into it. But I figured there was no reason that you and I and all the other Nerd Vengers and whatever, that we couldn't just talk a little bit about it, just a little bit, just you and me, because this lines up with some things that I have heard, and not only some things that I have heard, but some things that I've been thinking hard about. The puzzle of Spider-Man 3, the Sony Marvel deal, what Kevin Feige is doing behind the scenes. That is so interesting to me. It's something I've been fascinated with for months and months and months, ever since we started to learn about this. And man, I got to tell you, for all the villains and all the craziness that's going to be in this film, right? It almost feels like there's enough, there are enough villains to maybe fill 2 movies, yes? It almost feels like there could be enough to do even 3 movies, maybe. And here's the thing about that. Before we even really dig into the reports, I would just like to remind everyone that there was a moment where Spider-Man 3 was presumably filming in like 3 different places. And there was confusion, and I remember this, and the reason I remember it mostly is because the scoopers and the insiders, they went Game of Thrones on each other. You know what I mean? Like, they went super Game of Thrones on each other. They were basically like, see, told you this wasn't Spider-Man 3 filming in Atlanta right now. So-and-so is fucking wrong. Spider-Man's filming over here right now. And the other scooper was like, you know, and they, you know, it is what it is. But the point is that I recall a period in time when there were conflicting reports about Spider-Man 3 and basically what it comes down to is which LLC was actually handling the production of which set. Now, quick aside for those not up and up on the nomenclature, okay? Every film, despite being handled by a studio, is set up as its own LLC. You could think of it as a company. It is a limited liability corporation? Company? I don't know. Look, the point is they do this for insurance reasons, business reasons, revenue reasons. There's all sorts of reasons. Every production has its own LLC. Okay? And when these conflicting reports were coming out, I think the main issue was that some people thought it was a different LLC than the one belonging to Spider-Man 3 that was filming in a place where other people were saying, oh, this is clearly Spider-Man. Okay? So, let's just start there. Oh boy. I also want to say too, this is a rumor, okay? Like, I cannot, like, this is rumor all the live long day. Rumor. Like, all right, let me see if I can find where this was at. I believe the Direct, MCU Direct had this, yeah? Am I wrong? Somebody had this that was pretty reliable. See if I can find it. See, here's the thing. Like, normally I would just go to the Reddit to try and find it. But, like, Marvel has been in there, dude. You know, and the mods are at least playing nice with Marvel. And, like, that just hurts, man. It hurts the credibility. It hurts. Like, I can't just go here. It literally decreases the value of this subreddit. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can just find it over here. Now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So here's the real question then. Is it possible, and I would just like to know from you guys, is it possible that this other Spider-Man movie that could be filming at the same time, let's just say for now, big time rumor, right? Do you think it's possible that it is the Sony deal? Because part of my issue here is, okay, let's just go through the steps. Sony seemingly walks away late last year, okay? They're going to move ahead from what we understood, like, at the time, right? Because it all happened so quick, and then it's, like, weird to think about, like, what was real, what was being said, what was boilerplating, etc., etc. But what happened was, or what appeared to happen was, they walked away, and they were going to move ahead. Dude, Tom Holland was going to be forced to be in the next Spider-Man movie without Kevin Feige, completely over at Sony, right? So they were going to do that. Man. I'm telling you guys, and you know, the other thing here is all these scoopers, right, that keep saying these things where they're like, well, everybody thinks they know how crazy Spider-Man 3 is. People have no idea, right? What does that mean? Why do you keep saying that? What could be the explanation? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think, when we've talked about this at great length, but I think the deal that Sony has with Feige has been re-upped and refigured out. And I believe that he certainly has figured out how to keep Tom Holland in the MCU for a much, much longer. That was a report that just came out a couple of weeks ago that's also pretty verifiable. It looks like that deal will remain intact, and Feige will have sort of locked up Tom Holland for a long time to come. Okay? So, I mean, think about this too. Do you remember when the news came out? And please let me know for real if you remember this. Do you remember when the news came out that Feige that got Spider-Man back? Do you remember how all of this went down? This was fascinating to me. So a lot of this happens like sort of behind closed doors, et cetera, et cetera. And then when it's announced that sort of Spider-Man is back, dude, Kevin Feige himself put out a statement. I don't even know if there was ink to paper at that point, but he put out a statement. Okay? Talking about, Peter's ability or Spider-Man's ability to swing from one cinematic universe to the other, blah, 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 blah. Now, here's what's interesting about that. The reports were that Feige was going to do Spider-Man 3. Do you remember? It was like, oh, so he is going to do the next one. And then do you remember the byline? Do you remember mentioning that it's actually 2 movies that Feige has? Anybody remember? It was like, hey man, Feige's got him for Spider-Man 3, and we're all like, oh, dope. And then as more news came out, it was like, oh no, he's got him for 2 movies. And we're just like, oh, dope. That probably means an Avengers movie or something, right? I think is where we were all at. Well, now, if you start to kind of think about it from a different angle, is it not possible that deal was for 2 movies that were going to be shot at the same time, and that Feige didn't just come with, hey, I want to produce these movies. No, he was like, okay, look, this is clearly what you all want. This is what we want. Here's how we can do this with 2 movies. I keep Tom. Y'all get to have MCU light. We're Gucci. You could come play in Secret Wars or something like that. Like, he figured something out like that, okay? I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying it tracks. You understand? It's pretty interesting. It would also possibly explain the mixed messages and the weird stories all around Tobey Maguire, right? So it's like, when it comes to Tobey, it's like, okay, did he sign? Did he not sign? Has he filmed? Has he not filmed? Is he in LA? Is he in Atlanta? Right? And then the other aspect of this too that's really cool and interesting is when it comes now with stagecraft, right? And with Disney sort of entering into that world of stagecraft. I mean, okay. When it comes to stagecraft and them using stagecraft, they have the ability to do a lot with a little. Meaning, they can shoot all sorts of ridiculous, crazy stuff and composite shots with actors, settings, props, whatever, for the things very easily all around the world. I believe they have 5. They've built 5 stagecraft so far. Maybe it's only 3. LA, England, and Australia, I believe. And they're massive stages. And as these things increase, like, guys, like, kind of like all bets are off, okay? Like, we'll probably look back to a film like Endgame and be like, wait, you're telling me the Russo brothers did all this without stagecraft? That's pretty crazy. Like, literally, I think that's how impactful stagecraft is about to become to filmmaking moving forward. But I tell you, man, again, we're going to do more research on this. I have to dig in a little bit more. I want to talk to some people about what it could mean. But it is at least worth bringing up and talking about the possibility that Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 4 could be filming at the same time and or back-to-back. Okay? Right? Because if they were really shooting either at the Cardigan Sheds or at I forget what the name of the other big lot is in over there. Regardless, if they were really filming for like months on that lot, then we have no goddamn idea how much they could have filmed with Tom or whoever, right? And again, let's just remind ourselves that this is the same studio that when it came to actually introducing Spider-Man, dude, they shot with a body double for Tom, like the whole fucking movie. And then they shot the scene with him and Tony and all that stuff. Like the point is, like, they were ready, and like they were actually not even sure if it was fully signed, because you remember, if you recall, there was a trailer, a famous trailer where there was a Civil War trailer and they all line up and there's this just empty space where they've digitally removed Spider-Man. Do you remember? So the reason they did that is because they didn't actually sign the deal yet. They were like, yo, I really hope we get that Spider-Man character. We really put a lot of him in this movie. You know? Right? This is the same studio and the same producer in Kevin Feige that after Iron Man 1, he's shooting post-credit scenes with Nick Fury talking about Spider-Man and the mutants. And then he went to work to try to get it figured out. This is a studio and a person that wanted the Oscorp Tower in the Avengers movie, and then wanted the Avengers Tower in the Spider-Man movies. And it's like, the more and more we hear about this, what's happening right now in Phase 4, you know, and I got to tell you, I'm getting more and more excited the more I hear about it, because, you know, stories like this, you know, and whether or not this is true, the fact that we can even have this conversation and the fact that there's so many crazy rumors and reports and interesting leaks out there about this is really and truly fueling the hype. And I also believe WandaVision is actually doing exactly what it needs to do, which is being a point of conversation and holding attention while also sort of taking the Marvel sweaties along for a ride, right? As a Marvel fan, I'm quite pleased with WandaVision. I don't know if you are or not, but regardless, I believe that WandaVision is doing a good job of being a point of conversation. So this is just a fascinating time to live in. I again, you know, especially because we are headed towards Secret Wars, like inevitably, like we're headed towards Secret Wars, guys. Like it's going to be God, Emperor, Doom, Secret Wars. Like yeah. So, you know, time runs out, and that the 3 years, I read Avengers for 3 years before Secret Wars actually happened. And that was some of the best comic book stuff I had ever read. Like that 3 years in Avengers leading up to Secret Wars, almost better than Secret Wars, to be honest with you. Because it just had so much mystery and intrigue and multiverse breaking and all sorts of weirdness. It was very cool. And so, look, man, if you're a Marvel fan or if you're not a Marvel fan, I mean, first of all, if you're not a Marvel fan, what are you doing? But if like we are just about to win in ways that are like hard to explain to normies. You know what I mean? Like quite challenging to explain to all the normies how fucking awesome all of this shit is about to be. Like, you know, look, we haven't even had a proper Galactus. You know what I mean? So it's like people are like, oh, the MCU, what could they, motherfucker, we got a Cloud Galactus. We got a Cloud. We've never even had an actual big G. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Also, Sin, descendant of the Red Skull. If you don't know who the Lady Sin is from Marvel Comics, read up. We got some bad bitches coming. God damn. I'm excited. As a Marvel fan, I'm very excited. All right, we just got a bunch of new members. I wanna knight some motherfuckers. Give me 1 second. Everybody, you wait for me. I'm gonna do the members and then we'll get into Q&A in just a little bit here. Reviews to go. Member upgrade to the Nerdventure Prime. Holy shit! Welcome to the Nerdventure Prime. Bond Jedi Ranger. Welcome to the Nerdventures. You're a Nerdventure now. Otter Tart Ghostly Heart. Welcome to the Nerdventures. That was a tongue twister, my friend. You're a Nerdventure now. Dylan Bader. Welcome to the Nerdventures. You're a Nerdventure now. And Jim Pickens. Welcome to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventures now. We do a lot of we got a couple more. Sebastian, welcome to the Nerdventures. You're a Nerdventure now. And Jose, welcome to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventure now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nerdventures is the greatest fan community on the internet. Make sure you go check out the Discord. Link your membership to the Discord so you can get into the members only Discord Spice Juicy chat channels. And also, try to stop by on the weekends where we do the behind-the-scenes Nerdventure stuff. A lot of good stuff happens on Saturdays. So, welcome to the team squad. Suit up, baby, because it's going to be a long year of Nerdvention. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what. So what do you think, guys? Am I crazy, or is Spider-Man 4 filming right now? I mean, you know, again, we'll do more research, but am I crazy? Just let me know right now. Am I crazy? You tell me. Blick, blick. Am I crazy? I get discount Duncan. Okay, story about Duncan. Story time. Story time. Oh, no, I'm definitely crazy. I just wanted to get some input. A little, but that's okay. Thanks, Nikki. Okay, story time. Story time. Story time. I got something happened on my card last night. I got a text from my bank. Okay, I got a text from my bank early in the morning. And it was like, did you just spend $200? And I was like, you know, I was like barely awake, and I'm like, bitch, hell no. I did not spend $200. I just woke up. And so they were like, okay, we're shutting off your card. You got to call us to shut it back on, or to turn it back on. And I honestly was like, is this a scam or something? I was like, whatever, dude. And again, I just woke up, right? So I was like, whatever. So whatever. So then I do my usual thing. I go to Dunkin'. You know, I need 2 large black cold brew ice coffees. I need them. So I'm there doing my usual thing. It's the lady that's usually there. Nice gal. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Point being. So I'm doing my usual thing. Okay. And we're in the middle of a conversation. I was literally like, how are you today? You know what I mean? She's like, oh, I'm good. How are you? She's like, do you have another form of payment? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, do you have another form of payment? This isn't going through for me. And I instantly was like, no, it was the fucking bank. They were onto something. I really did shut my card off. So then I'm like shuffling uncomfortably. I'm like looking at my wallet. I'm like, is there any fucking money in here? You know what I mean? And then I'm like, what do you do when you don't have digital money? I was like, what is even life? And so I begin to like spiral out of control, right? Oh, dude, I have another declined story that happened to me in Galaxy's Edge, but I think I've already said that before. I just bought too many lightsabers. Anyway. Timothy, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Okay, let's keep going on this story. So anyway, I was in peril. Yes. So she was like, I got it. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I got it. She's like, it's fine. I'll get your coffee today. And I was like, wow, thank you so much. I said, look, I think it's a fraud thing because I had a weird message from the bank earlier, and I appreciate you, and I will be back tomorrow, and I'll pay you then. And it was interesting because it kind of made me realize a couple of things. First of all, if you don't think kindness is currency, well, you may live a poor life. I was so touched because she doesn't really know me. You know what I mean? It's not like she knows me. I was touched. I want to do something nice for her tomorrow. I'm not sure what. Because I don't want to be like creepy or whatever too. But I was thinking, maybe we could elope and take a vacation in Vegas, and I could give her the whole world. I was just kind of thinking, I was like, that might be. That could be nice. That could be a nice weekend. Nice 6 to 8 months. So, just a little story of how I got free Dunkin' today. Mm-hmm. Life is good. Anyway, let's do some Q&A. What's on your mind? But it could be better. Indeed. If you've got a little loot and you want to throw a super chat at me, don't aim for the face, and I'll cover as many super chats as we can. If you don't have any loot, please do not worry about it. Times is hard, and we totally get it. You do not have to super chat on this channel. You merely must become a member for the rest of the time and find 5 other people and make them become members for the rest of the time, and then you're Gucci. So, don't worry about the super chats. If you want to support, you want to get your question answered, drop a super chat. If not, I will just dig into the regular chat as well. All right, let's see what y'all be saying. Okay, so Owen said a while ago, why is nobody talking about the fact that Wanda literally had sex with a robot? Do you really think nobody's talking about that? Or are you merely wanting to talk about it more? Yeah, it seems as though she not only had sex with a robot, but conceived a child with a robot. And to be honest with you, that is barely scratching the surface of all the ethical and philosophical things that may well be happening in this show with these characters. So, I think we might have much more to speak on with regards to that exact issue, but perhaps we should just be patient and let it all play out first. KO with the $2 holler says, morning. Did you end up watching Ready Player One? I did not watch it yet, merely because I actually want to be pretty focused and dialed in when I watch it. I have a ton of different things going on right now, a lot of distractions. So, yeah, I haven't started it yet. I will though. Dan Larkin says, save Star Wars for Nerd Theory. Yeah. Dan Larkin again says, since they have to make COVID bubble, they are filming multiple projects at once lately. Okay, a little bit, yeah. So, okay, first of all, yeah. Look, again, we will talk Star Wars. You know, just let me be me, okay? I'm clearly leaving money on the table. So it's not even like I'm doing the smart thing. I'm, in a sense, doing a very selfish thing by saying I would rather not talk about Star Wars right now. Would rather not. You know? Nerd Theory is a pretty big show. Actually, very big. Bigger than most people think. And will be even bigger soon. But, whatever. Okay. Anyway, also, when it comes to COVID, you're a little bit right. But also, I think they did so much filming at the end of last year and leading up till actually the 18th. I think they shut a lot of stuff off on the 18th. Was because of the Biden administration coming in, and there's going to be more restrictions and heavier restrictions. So they were trying to cram as much filming as they could in before the restrictions tightened. And look, that might make you uncomfortable to hear. It is absolutely the truth. So, you know, take it or leave it. Axid says, Josh, use the Dunkin' app and get free drinks. That's actually an incredible idea. Thank you, Axid. I will check that out. Jonathan Velasquez says, your future ex-wife just bought you coffee. Cheers. You might be right. You might be right. Whack Video Productions says, here's my loot with the hearts. Love your content. Hey, thanks so much, man. Every little bit helps. And real talk, appreciate you. KB with the $2 holler says, I believe we are headed towards X-Men vs. Avengers. Yes, and Kevin, I saw some of your messages. I try to read the messages. I try to look at the messages. I don't necessarily have the bandwidth to always engage with the messages. But I did see your message about this. And frankly, I agree with you. However, I think AVX... I think you should do Secret Wars before you do AVX, but I also totally understand why you would maybe want to do it the other way around. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's good stuff, though, man. Nino says, do you think Disney will find a way... hang on. Do you think Disney will find a way to add Palpatine to WandaVision? Dude, why not? Why not? Yo, WandaVision is wild, dude. I don't even think people are ready for how wild WandaVision is about to get. Like, yeah. But thank you, Nell. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the love. And I know you're a big supporter of After... Oh, Nino. I was on Nino's question. Sorry. I appreciate the love, Nino. And thank you so much, man. And hey, I'm a bitch about it, but I'll still watch it. Put Palpatine and everything. Nell Boogie with the $5 holler says, what do you think the multiverse implications will be on Shang-Chi? Also, just sending out some love to all Nerd Vengers. Can't wait for After Dark. Nell, thank you so much for the love. And yes, again, big supporter of After Dark. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, can I say something? I know there has been a sort of a request and a desire from the community to have more, or rather, let's just call it what it is, to have less of me in the content, okay? And by the way, I'm totally okay with that. I would like to step away as well. So we are bringing in more good-looking and nicer people. One of them is a gal that some of you might be familiar with. Her name is Darren Wood. Okay, Darren Wood has done some really good Marvel content back in the day. She's done some cool streaming stuff as well. And I've been talking to her. I have another meeting with her on Friday, and I'm hoping to seal the deal, as it were, and have her definitely doing content over here on the regular channel. And I think I think she should have her own show, her own night to stream with you guys and hang out. So I think that'll be pretty cool, man. So there's a lot of exciting stuff coming for the channel and for the brand. So I just wanted to sort of mention that as well. But no, thank you so much for the love, man. Multiverse implications on Shang-Chi. Well, that's a great question. I don't know if the multiverse will linger over Shang-Chi all that much, but I do know that you will see some characters from like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You'll see some vampires. You're going to see some interesting stuff. But as far as the multiverse, I'm not quite sure about that, actually. Lavish Black Man says, what do you know about Squadron Supreme and potential members coming to the MCU after being introed in WandaVision? Okay, so that is actually a thread that has been picked up on by some great insiders and scoopers. There is some evidence to suggest that there will be members of Squadron Supreme brought into the MCU, perhaps being developed, in some of these shows. Do I think it's going to spin out a WandaVision, though? I don't know, bro. It's tough. It's tough to... Who knows, dude? I think the whole key here is Wiccan. I think Wiccan and Speed are the keys, man. The key to everything. Bruh Dolphin with the $2 holla says, did you watch Batwoman Season 2, Episode 1? It was great. Dude, I have never seen a goddamn frame of Batwoman that wasn't forced upon me by some freaking content creator or somebody that wanted to make a flippin' point. Never was into it. Seemed like a doomed show from the start. I didn't care about it then. I don't care about it now. Not going to care about it in the future. C'est la vie. Andre says, what are the odds of man's Toby and Andrew showing up in Secret Wars? Oh, baby, 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 baby. Also, keep up the fire content, my man. This channel is dope. Hey, Andre, thank you, brother. Appreciate the love. Okay, let's talk about this. What a wasted opportunity if they don't do this. If I was Kevin Feige, and I'm doing all this negotiating in 2020 and all of this stuff, it is all predicated on Secret Wars. Okay? This is the pitch. This is the pitch. I'd walk into the room and I'd instantly slap all the executives in the face with my strong hand. Okay? And then I'd be like, now listen up, all you motherfuckers. Did you just see what we did with Infinity War and Endgame? And then they'd answer it and I said, shut up! It was rhetorical. Of course you saw it. We're going to do that again with Secret Wars, except times 10. So shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I'm taking over everything. I'm going to fix all your stupid little studio problems. I'm going to fix all the issues you have, and I'm going to give you credit. And then Amy Pascal came in, threw another sandwich. But Feige at this point is so powerful, he's just like Pac-Man. He was like, just ate the sandwich whole. Send help. Quentin Williams, 99 cents, no message. Thank you. Ultra Cobra, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Keaton Haas with the $5 holla says, my bank shut my card off yesterday from too many super chats. What? Oh my God. I just got it turned back on this morning. I probably shouldn't be sending this. Oh my God, dude. I don't know if you're trolling or not, so I feel so bad if it's serious because I didn't mean to laugh, but that was like reading some fucking H.P. Lovecraft shit, right? Where you're like, they're coming. I shouldn't be right. It's like, you know what I mean? That was crazy. Hey, maybe make your if you made your $5 super chats into $1 super chats, but super chatted just as frequently, you'd be spending 20% of what you're spending now. Just think about it. Dirt Wizard with the $5 holla says, watch out for those European baristas, bro. Great show. Here's some loot. Thank you, brother. Unfortunately, I watch out for everyone, good or bad. It's like Shakespeare said, man. Love everybody. Trust nobody. Come on, man. Cater the Country Gal says, just some love for the channel. Keep it up. Hey, thank you so much, Cater. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. I hope your 2021 is off to a decent little start. Stevie, $5 holla says, make sure you file a dispute with your bank. I work for a bank, so if you run into any roadblocks getting your money back, let me know. Hey, appreciate that, Steve. I'll hit you up if I have any problems. Arthur Morgan with the $5 holla says, I'd love to see you / the channel covering games, especially Halo. I'd love to hear your theories and expectations for Halo Infinite. Love the content. Arthur, thank you so much. We're stepping into the realm of esports and video games, for sure. And I did a lot of, planning yesterday for that. So I'm going to be emailing a bunch of people today and setting stuff up. It's going to be an arduous, lengthy process, but I'm hoping by the end of 2021 to have that rolling. And so, there will be plenty of opportunity to be talking about games, especially Halo. Halo's really dear to my heart, so I'll be talking about Halo quite a bit, especially as it gets closer. Cameron Glick with the $5 holla says, hey, Josh, I'm so excited for the Spider-Man 3. It's really crazy to think that here in 2021, will we be getting all of the Spider-Man together? It is pretty crazy, right? Like, when we first started talking about that, like, people came at me hard. Do you remember? I remember. They were like, Josh, you have really lost touch. It's like this. This is what it felt like. You've been great up to this point, but you have clearly fucked up with this one. Your love of the halfling's leaf has clearly slowed your mind, sir. That's what it felt like. I was like, damn, these are a lot of the same avenues by which I had been getting information before. Why all the shade, dog? Why all the hate? I didn't understand. Still kind of don't. It is absurd to think about. It's also absurd to think about that the media was asking Tom Holland about Spider-Verse way before I was talking about it. If you'll recall, there were some questions asked in the wake of the Sony Marvel breakup in marriage that actually specifically revolved around Spider-Verse and specifically revolved around Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. And now, I guess it's my fault. Anyway, Zachary P with the $5 holla says, Tobey's Spider-Man has web powers. Other Spider-Man have gadgets. Do they just say multiverse and move on? Precisely. Or how do you think they address this? Well, did you watch Into the Spider-Verse? There was a pig named Peter Porker. I don't know if you saw this or not. But he's a pig. So, I think the Toby thing is going to be chill. I'm super excited to be a part of this awesome community of Nerdvengers. When are the business streams? I'm looking forward to your lectures. Sundays at noon. And you should be able to now, if you are a Nerdvenger Prime member, you should be able to check the community tab and go back and watch some of the streams from the past couple of weeks. And dare I say it, it's good content. It's really good. It's quite good. Check it out. The Amethyst Bendu with the $5 holla says, is there only one episode tonight? For the coffee, too. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Love, love, love. I think there is only one episode tonight. I could be wrong. I'm hoping for two. Let's see here. Callisto with a $7 holla says, I talked about this with Trinity yesterday. Was Mr. Hart there to test Vision in some way? And is he gone now that Vision has been promoted? You know, I'm not sure. I think there's something really meta contextual there about the heart. About heartache. About Vision. And if some of the rumors are true about Walter Simonson and, or rather Simon, Wonder Man, then, yeah, there could be some really interesting things going on with there. I also think it's possible that whatever's happening with the computation could be integral into, like, forming Vision. Or, like, getting his actual mind back. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on there, but I appreciate the support. I appreciate you, Callisto, and I appreciate Trinity, too. Jesse Bonds with a $5 holla says, Vision introduced Wanda as European as if he didn't have a British accent. Meanwhile, Wanda has an American accent. Yo. Interesting, Jesse. Very, very interesting. Yes. What does it mean? I don't know. I think all will be revealed, though. And that certainly is something interesting. Certainly. Appreciate the love. Arthur again says, if you guys need a new editor, let me know. I don't have much experience outside of memes, but I enjoy editing and would love to lend a hand. Thank you so much, man. Look, I have hired from the community before, so it's not outside of the realm of possibilities. And we're really kind of a family over here. So, yeah, man, we'll take it on notice. S.G with the $5 holla says, Josh, do you know where the reports Black Widow is delayed again are coming from? Yeah, it's quite simple. Hollywood is a mess, and the theaters are a mess, and so they're moving stuff. They're moving stuff again, and basically because Black Widow and Disney seem to be pretty committed to the theatrical release. Yeah, it's very possible Black Widow moves again. At this point, I really don't care. Black Widow is the least. I literally just don't care at all. Like, I'm sorry. I know for some of you, you're like, what? And you just like can't. Look, I gotta be real. I barely cared about it last year. Taskmaster looks cool. I'm literally watching Black Widow to check off a few boxes, get some context, and get fucking ready for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's where I'm at. But that's just me. That's just me. Okay? Doesn't have to be you. It's just me. That's where the rumors are coming from, though, S. Josh I with the very generous $20 holla. Bruh, this week has been tough. My pop is getting out of the hospital today from surgery to remove cancer from his gut. Wow. He is doing great, and this show has really been helping me out more than ever. P.S. Take my money. Well, Josh I, first of all, brother, I mean, damn, dog. Whew. Amen. Love, prayers, thoughts, energy, all of it going to Josh I's pop. Let's get some nerdy hearts in the chat for Josh I's dad. Send some love that way. I hope everything goes smoothly and a speedy recovery, and also that you two are able to have a lot of cool moments. For me, some of the most horrifying things that have ever happened to me have been closely followed by real intimate moments with people that I love, family, friends, significant others, etc. And so I hope that after this dark night, there is a dawn for you and for your pops. And we love you over here, Josh I. So, you can always, get in the Discord, hit somebody up, get to talking if you ever just need to talk to somebody. I think that's a kind of a understated quality of the community. So thank you. Okay. I think that's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's going to do it for today for me. And we will be back at it, of course, later tonight. Look for a video on the main channel. The WandaVision preview video is already out. That dropped yesterday, so you can watch that, get a sense of what we think will happen in episode 3 specifically. There's some spoiler stuff in there. It should be really fun for you. And then we're going to be, look, there's so much cool stuff coming for the Den, but I am a busy, busy boy. So bear with me a little bit, huh? Dario says, Tim Armstrong as Gambit. Dude, I feel awful because you just gave us $5 and I appreciate it, but I have no idea who Tim Armstrong is. Gambit's dope, though, and we appreciate the love. Chat, let Dario know because I have no idea. Is that a good casting choice or a bad casting choice? Let him know. All right, guys. Yep. I think that will do it. I think that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the show for today. Should we get some polka going? Oh, there's no polka on this? Jeez, I want some polka, man. You know what I mean? Oh, this is kind of a... you know what? Let's see if we can find... Oh, that song's kind of fun. I want to find a specific little... Ooh, no! I fucked it up. Ooh, I like that one. Come on, man. We're close. We're close. I can feel it. No. 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 All right, maybe we're not close. Now I feel stupid. Y'all like Rick and Morty?
This is a song about a very minor character from Rick and Morty. Are you serious?
All the kids love Rick and Morty. All right, everybody. It's going to do it for us. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.
Insults that he hurls while John reads the paper. And just like Morty Jr., no destruction's in his nature. Half cat, half Gazorpian, and he don't like you either. Smack you in the head with the telephone receiver. Spitting racial epithets, spilling coffee on the table. A dark and sick reality since Rick hooked up the cable. It's Garfield minus Garfield plus a little Scorsese. While Morty's in his room with the robot making babies. On the matriarchal planet, all the women call the shots. And Lorenzo music's still alive, involved in every plot. Playing Beckman in the cartoon like Bill Murray in the movie. Rick Sanchez making conversation and it's mad confusing. He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field. He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp. John, this is not a joke. Gazorpazorp field, you've been a very bad cat. Putting normal in the oven, throwing Odie in the vat. A boiling stew, I thought you knew the power of the flame. Why did you have to immolate your friends? You're so insane. Well, Summer's been a bummer, shooting steroids, fighting demons. And Scroopy Nooper still protecting Pluto for a reason. And pizza eating people always gotta stuff their face. Showing zero prejudice, enjoying every race. Yum. Alternate realities, I know we've seen a few. Parents staying single, snuffles in the robot soup. Rick and Morty mutilated, buried in the yard. Logically impossible like Soren Kierkegaard. He might say it's absurd, word I don't even know. Raising flu awareness every song and every show. So call me MC Haps, I'm a virus-hating rapper. Hoping Morty loves me, he's been looking very dapper. He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field.
So, I've been leaning heavily towards Florida for the move. And I know I keep changing it, but I don't know, man. Florida seems like warm and stuff, you know?
To be real. From a planet where males grow up to kill. John reads from his paper, but your boy keeps it real. Hit it with a you're a dumb, weak, stupid idiot. Throw a little white guild in for the fun of it. Gazorpazorp feels is a line and I'm crossing it. Unlike ants in my eyes, Johnson, you are feeling it. I'll Gazorpazorp, it's not rude if it's honest, yo, and honestly, John's a milquetoast piece of garbage, and you better prep my enchiladas with the garnish. Best believe, better leave all the cheese that was promised. Each and every weekday, stream to your monitors. Rating so high that it stops the thermometer. Driving my sports car, dodge the photographers. Up next, a new episode of Ball Fondlers.
He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp.